Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked at the ceiling and thought, "Oh no, here we go again"? The alarm clock screams. Your mind immediately starts listing problems, bills, work, responsibilities, that awkward message you forgot to reply to, the goals you promised yourself you'd chase someday, and before your feet even touch the floor, your day already feels heavy. Now, if that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not broken. You're simply doing what most people have been unconsciously trained to do. Start the day by listening to the voice of fear instead of the voice of power. You see, the mind is like a stage. Every morning, two actors are ready to perform. One whispers limitation. Today will be hard. Nothing ever works out for me. Life is unfair. The other voice speaks possibility. Something wonderful is unfolding today. I am guided. I am supported. I am ready. And whichever actor you give the microphone to runs the entire show. Most people hand the microphone to the wrong actor before they've even brushed their teeth. But the good news is this: you can change the entire direction of your life with something surprisingly simple: what you say to yourself each morning. Words are not just sounds that float into the air and disappear like soap bubbles. Words are forces. Words shape the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind quietly organizes your life. Think of it like programming a navigation system. If you type in the wrong destination, the GPS will faithfully guide you straight to the wrong place. The same thing happens with your thoughts and words. Tell yourself every morning that life is difficult, and the mind will obediently look for evidence. Tell yourself every morning that doors are opening, and suddenly opportunities appear where you once saw walls. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "That sounds nice, but life isn't that simple," let me assure you, I understand. People wake up worried about money. They worry about relationships. They worry about whether their dreams will ever happen. And sometimes the evidence around them seems to confirm their fears. But here is the quiet secret most people never learn. Circumstances often follow consciousness. Your inner conversation becomes your outer experience, which means if you want to change your life, you must first change what you declare when the day begins. So today I want to share with you 9 powerful things to tell yourself every morning. Not complicated rituals, not mystical ceremonies involving candles and chanting on mountaintops. Just simple statements spoken with conviction that quietly reprogram the mind and invite a different kind of day. And if you try these consistently, something interesting begins to happen. Life stops feeling like something that is happening to you and starts feeling like something that is unfolding for you. The first thing to tell yourself every morning is this: something wonderful is going to happen today. Now, I know some of you are already smiling skeptically, because your brain might say, "Wonderful? Really? I have emails to answer and traffic to sit in." But listen carefully. The mind moves toward expectation. If you expect problems, your attention scans the day looking for problems. But if you expect something good, your awareness becomes alert for opportunities. Suddenly, a conversation opens a door. A message arrives. An idea pops into your mind. Life begins surprising you. The second thing to say each morning is, "I am guided to the right actions." Many people wake up feeling lost. They feel they must control everything, plan everything, predict everything, and that's exhausting. But when you remind yourself that guidance exists through intuition, insight, and awareness, you relax. You become open to inspired action. Sometimes the right step appears as a quiet nudge. Call that person, try that idea, take that small step. And often those tiny nudges lead to extraordinary results. The third statement is simple but powerful. I refuse to worry today. Now, this one may require a sense of humor, because worry loves to sneak into the mind like an uninvited house guest who eats all the snacks and refuses to leave. But worry does not solve problems. It rehearses them. Worry is like sitting in a rocking chair. You're moving constantly, but you're not going anywhere. When you say, "I refuse to worry today," you are not pretending problems don't exist. You're simply choosing faith over fear. The fourth thing to tell yourself is, "I attract the right people and opportunities." Life is deeply influenced by the energy we carry. Walk into a room expecting rejection, and your body language quietly signals insecurity. Walk into a room expecting connection, and suddenly conversations feel easier. People sense confidence. They sense calm, and often they respond accordingly. You see, attraction is not magic dust floating in the air. It is alignment between your inner belief and your outer actions. The fifth statement is one of my favorites. I trust the timing of my life. So many people rush through life like they're trying to catch a train that already left the station. They think they're behind in success, behind in relationships, behind in happiness. But life is not a race with a stopwatch. Sometimes what looks like delay is actually preparation. Seeds grow underground before they appear above the soil. Opportunities develop quietly before they become visible. When you trust the timing of your life, patience replaces anxiety. The sixth thing to tell yourself every morning is, I release yesterday. Now this is important because many people carry yesterday into today like a suitcase filled with bricks, mistakes, regrets, embarrassing moments. But yesterday is not a life sentence. It is simply information. Learn from it, then release it. Dragging yesterday into today only steals the energy you need to create tomorrow. The seventh statement is, I am worthy of success and happiness. You would be surprised how many people sabotage their own opportunities because they secretly believe they don't deserve them. They downplay their talents. They talk themselves out of chances. They shrink their dreams. But worthiness is not something you earn after perfection. It is something you recognize now. You were not designed to live a small, fearful life. The eighth thing to say every morning is, I take action today, because positive thinking without action is like owning a sports car, but never leaving the garage. Ideas are powerful, beliefs are powerful, but action turns possibility into reality. And here's a little secret. The first step is usually the hardest. Once you begin, momentum takes over. The ninth and final thing to tell yourself each morning is this: everything is working out for my highest good. Now, this doesn't mean every moment will feel comfortable. Sometimes life teaches through contrast, but even challenges can guide you toward growth, clarity, and new directions. When you believe that life is working with you rather than against you, resilience replaces discouragement. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this preparing me for? Now here is the simple practice I want you to try, starting tomorrow morning. Before you check your phone, before you dive into the noise of the day, take 60 seconds, just 60, and speak these ideas to yourself, out loud if possible, not like you're reading a grocery list, but like you're declaring instructions to your own mind, because that's exactly what you're doing. And when you repeat these kinds of statements consistently, something remarkable happens. Your thoughts change, your mood changes, your decisions change, and slowly, your life begins to change. Not overnight like a magic trick, but steadily, like the sunrise quietly lighting the sky. So tomorrow morning when you wake up and the ceiling greets you again, remember this conversation. Instead of letting the voice of doubt take the microphone, give the stage to possibility. Tell yourself something wonderful is coming. Tell yourself you are guided. Tell yourself you are ready. And then watch how the day responds. If this message resonated with you, try one small step right now. In the comments, write one powerful statement you will tell yourself tomorrow morning, because when you speak your intention, you strengthen it. And if you enjoy conversations like this about mindset, growth, and quietly transforming your life, make sure you subscribe and join this community.